Good morning, everybody. This is Lindsey Huddleston back in the building with another SPS Monday Motivation. That's right, I'm motivated, ready to go out here and get it. Happy to be able to talk to you guys. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. Got to hang out with my daughter, so it couldn't be a better time. Oh, she's growing, and woo, no grades up here. Obviously, a few right here, but definitely loving it. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I totally did. Who do we have this morning up, ready to go? It is none other than Michelle Mimi Watkins. Good morning. You are always ready to go. Michelle, today's message is watch your mouth. That's right, watch your mouth. The song you heard just a second ago, the lovely Shaka Khan, was by Guru of the Gangstar Group. Song from several years ago. I'm going to say, watch what you say. That's right, because somebody can hear what you're talking about. I want to talk about that before I get deep into the message, though. I want to tell you a joke. I think some may say it's not politically correct. It talks about some form of police brutality, don't get me wrong. But I always use it as an icebreaker when I go and speak to groups. So I'm going to have like a panel or something like that, and I'm encouraging conversation. It tells a story of two men driving down the street. Got my brother Kevin Marshall in the building. Congratulations on winning the district championship. That's right. I saw that hardware, man. You getting it in. Got a great message from Coach Izzo that you want to check out later, man. I got a chance to see my guy yesterday. I'll talk about that in a second. But I tell the story of the two guys driving down the highway. They get pulled over by the police. Police officer pulls the one guy over. Yeah, okay, no doubt. He said, appreciate it. Okay, for sure. Check that out. Gets pulled over by the police and then goes from there. This is my daughter texting me. She didn't text me. Sorry. Got to take care of baby. And they get pulled over by the police, and the police officer smacks the driver. They said, man, he smacked the driver. And then he goes over and he smacks the passenger. He said, man, what you smacked me for? I wasn't even driving. He said, I know when you get down the road, you're going to tell a guy driving, I wouldn't let him smack me like that. So anyway, my point being is this. We always talk about watch what you say to me. Can't talk to me any kind of way. Right? Motivator. Check him out. William Brown will go blue no matter what. 06. I know, man. I know you down for the blue, but y'all going to be NIT in it. That's cool. Not in the tournament, but that's cool. But I look forward to seeing Coach Howard in a few weeks and hopefully get a chance to sit down with him and talk about it. So it'll be a great interview for you to watch. Brother Barber, good to see you, man. What I was going to say was, hey, Kevin, William heard me say, why don't you a Michigan guy too? I know William heard me say Izzo, and that just kind of made him say, oh, man, I got to say something. But what I'm getting at is, all the time we'll say, man, you can't talk to me like that. You know, watch your mouth. Here's a great one. Did you see it? Just say that dumb stuff to me? That's our guy, Cube, representing, right? You know, you have to watch what you say because people will be disrespected. Will feel, you know, you don't want to be disrespected by the words people use in talking to you. You don't want to be disrespected by the words people use in addressing you. You're not going to allow that. You know, I love Izzo. I know you love Izzo, Coach. I know you love Izzo. And look at Barber. Brother Barber says correct. I love you, Bill. He says correct. That's exactly what happened. As soon as he heard that, he went out. Got some good guys on my timeline, guys and ladies, too. But we won't tolerate that disrespect. I know all you brothers coming, particularly from these urban areas, you know, whether it's Saginaw area, whether it's Detroit, wherever, you ain't going to talk to me crazy. Can't just say nothing to me like that. But what I do want to say is, if we won't allow people to talk to us crazy, why do we say negative things to ourselves? Things like, I can't do that. Well, I'm trying. I don't know. Well, I hope. Why do we say the same negative things to ourselves that we wouldn't tolerate from anybody else? Anything that is not pushing you forward, anything that is language that is not rooted in success, anything that is language that is not loving, caring, and positive, we won't allow someone else to say it. Why would we say it to ourselves? Which is why you got to watch your mouth. Watch the words you put out, not only as it relates to other people, but more importantly to yourself. We have such limiting beliefs in what we do, and we've been, conditioned to use such limiting language. I have to correct people all the time, and I say, what you got going on, man? I'm trying to do this. Trying, that's hit or miss. That's like, maybe. The language needs to be strong and positive. This is what I'm going to do. But why don't we do it? Because we're concerned that if we use that positive self-talk, it may not happen. I want to talk about an interesting article that helped inform this conversation. It was Gregory L. Jantz, Dr. Gregory L. Jantz, he is the founder of the Center, which is a place of hope in Edmonds, Washington. It's a facility for treatment of depression in the United States. When we talk about self-talk, people, we can be cheerful and supportive or negative and self-defeating. It can go either way. And so many times we're conditioned to the negative part. Who do we have over here? What does Bill say? Good point. Words of power that can manifest in reality. Nothing but that. Wise Bill. Nothing but that. And we have to remind ourselves of, but what normally happens, Bill? People who we're around, we make our language fit the conversation of the people we're around. We don't want to use this positive self-talk because the people we're around don't respond to, so that when you don't use it. We put ourselves in a smaller box because of the people who we're around. So what we got to do, change that circle. It's different with the bros. You know, Michelle came in with it. She says, speak. Thank you. I'm going to keep it going. But that's what I'm talking about. So we talk about this. Self-talk can be beneficial when it's positive. It can calm our fears. It can boost our confidence. You know, Terrell Owens, whatever you want to say about it, he said, man, sometimes you got to pat your own self on the back. And then the human nature aspect of it is this. Human nature, unfortunately, is prone to negative self-talk like I'm talking about, including these sweeping assertions like, I can't do anything right, or I'm a complete failure. And what do? Coach, we have successes all day long. And that one little thing we'll focus on. I know about it. I could be sitting worried about the one little thing or the one post based on all these other positive posts. That's just human nature, but we got to work our way through that to be able to get beyond that. Also, too, I want to make sure to say, let me check this comment. Michelle doubling down. She say facts. Okay, we on to something right here. Yeah, just think about that, guys. Think about, we always want to talk about, can't let nobody talk to me like that. Can't talk to me like that. Ooh, I don't know who he think he is or who she think he is talking to me like that. But we could be our own worst enemy when it comes to the conversation we have with ourselves. So that's why you got to watch what you say, folks. You have to definitely watch what you say and what's going on going forward. And I think that's really, really important. This came to my attention as I was having an experience, a few days ago, and I said, man, that is something we got to focus on. We won't let anybody talk crazy to us, but we'll talk so crazy to ourselves, right? So, also, too, there's an exercise you can try. My brother Aaron will come on here. He said, so what we going to do about it? How we going to do it? He said, try this exercise. Write down some of the negative messages inside your mind that undermine you. This is having that real moment with yourself when you say, man, what do I say all the time that holds me back? Or this language that we're used to using and not being deliberate with our language, as Bill just talked about. Write down some of those things, right? And then what you need to do is be very specific whenever possible. Include anyone you remember who contribute to that message. See, now we're getting somewhere. See, now we go realize, like, dang, man, every time I talk to old boy or every time I talk to old girl, man, I start getting into this negative slide. I start talking about this toxic stuff that's not really helpful for me. Michelle says, look in the mirror and say, why are you talking to me like that when you feeling not so sure and confident? Thank you, Michelle. You've given me a great exercise to pass along. That's right. Look in the mirror and say, when you start talking negative about yourself, look in the mirror and say, why are you talking to yourself like that? Have a real moment with yourself. This is part of the mental health we need to talk about. I had a chance last night to speak with Coach Izzo. I haven't seen my guy, and I've told you guys over weeks I've been so proud of him and the way he's handled things. So I had a chance to talk with him privately and also give him a public acknowledgement, which is on my timeline. You can check that out. But, he talked about the new problems with the challenges with mental health. It affects our focus, whether it's the 30-second time out or whatever it may be. But Michelle, I think that's an excellent suggestion. Talking about, go look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Why are you talking like that? See, we can be all these things for everybody else, whether we want to or not. We put this facade on, we go out in the world, and we break our back to be all these things, to be a certain way for other people. Whether it's to secure your job or to make somebody else feel confident, but then you beat your own self down. And then in some kind of way, the people you love, those who are close to you, they get the worst of it. Because you're going to be vulnerable with them and just be any kind of way. So what I want to just continue to emphasize, guys, is watch your mouth. Watch what you say. Watch what you think. You got to be careful. Watch what you say, folks. Watch what you say to yourself. You wouldn't say nothing crazy. You wouldn't go up to Mike Tyson and tell him, you ain't this and you ain't that. because you know how it might get down, right? So why would you do that to yourself? I won't keep you guys. I think the message could just go right from here. I just want to wish you guys a great day, a great week, great month, great year, and a great life. Just continue to think positive. If you're able to be up and listen to my voice, that means today can be great, despite what you're dealing with and what you're going through. But love yourself. Talk to yourself like you would talk to anybody out in the world. Don't talk crazy to nobody else, and definitely don't talk crazy to yourself. I want to thank everybody who shared. I appreciate your guys' support. We got some great things to be happening for the rest of the week. I'll be participating in a very interesting panel discussion later on about mental health with Streets 517. Shout out to my guy Terry McCord, who is a part of that organization. You'll be seeing Terry in a few weeks when we get back on. Championship Sunday will be back in effect. I'll be downtown Detroit on the 26th, the day after the Michigan High School Athletic Association Finals. Going to have a great lineup. Going to have my guy TJ Kelly. We're going to have Anika McEvans representing DPS. And also my guy Denero Rice, D Rice, representing D Rice Elite. It'll be a great group. You'll hear more about that. They got another special treat for you guys later in the week. It's going to be a fun thing. So with that, you guys go on. Appreciate your support. Talk to you soon. Peace and love.